Well, hello everybody. How you guys all doing? It's Easter Sunday. So happy Easter, April 9th. Time is 8:30 in the morning. Easter. Some people call it a holiday and some people don't. Some people it's just a day for the children to go out there and collect some eggs and get a little bit of candy, maybe a little bit of money too, if the families can afford it. So it's kind of nice for children to wake up and get a cool basket from their moms and dads, or even brothers and sisters. And they get a little letter in the basket if they can read it. If not, the bigger kids help, or moms and dads explain what they need to do. They gotta go look for their eggs. And if they find a special egg, there's a big reward at the end. Now that big reward can mean two things. A bunch of candy or a big gift. And that big gift could be anything what that family can afford. A brand new TV, or a brand new computer, or a brand new game system, or a brand new family vehicle. Now, there's a story about a very, very long time ago when I was a child. This is when we got our very first car. And it was during Easter time. Now, we didn't get the car right away. It was about a month or two later. But we wake up that morning, and my mom goes, "We got Easter egg hunt. What are we going to do?" I was like, "What do you mean, Easter egg hunt?" "We're going to go out and look for Easter baskets. And when you find your basket, we're going to look for an egg. If anybody finds the golden egg, the Easter egg hunt stops. Because you just found the ultimate gift. And then the ultimate gift goes to the family. And you want to find this ultimate gift. If you find it now, or you find it at the end of the day, you must find this egg. It's a must. No matter what happened, my mom and dad knew where the egg was. But my older brother didn't. My second older brother didn't. My older sister didn't know. I didn't know, and my younger sister didn't know. We didn't know anything about the golden egg. Honestly, we did not even know about even collecting eggs. So we're all thinking. My older brother goes, "I've been up since 7 o'clock. I didn't see mom or dad go outside." As we woke up, mom and dad were cooking us breakfast. Well, dad was drinking coffee. But he was still down there. And we had some eggs, had some toast, and whatever else it was, I can't remember. I had a lot of stuff when I was a kid. Well, we go out and look around. Our basket's getting full of candy. Or, not candy, but eggs with candy in it. And mom's asking, "Find that golden egg? I hope to God you did. We need this egg. It's very important." Finding out the egg was never outside. I was like, "What's going on here? There's no egg." Then, go in the living room. My mom goes, "Everybody sit down on the couch. Let's see how many, one by one, let's see how many eggs you got." And now these eggs were empty because they weren't gonna pop open every egg. And we, we had options on what kind of candy we got, and my mom would give us candy. It was all equal. It didn't matter if one person collected 10 eggs, another person collected 100 eggs. It was all equal. We picked up candy. It was always fair, and there was always extra. So if somebody wanted Butterfingers, they got it. If somebody wanted Snickers, they got it. They wanted Three Musketeers, they got it. They wanted Skittles, M&Ms, Reese M&Ms, Reese Cups, Hershey Kisses, Hershey Bar. You could get it. And that was cool. Now, not each egg wasn't for a piece of candy, because, well, then some of you would have got 100 pieces. That would have been fair. Then my mom goes, "I'll be right back. I'm going upstairs." And she comes back down with a basket. She goes, "Start digging through this green stuff. It ain't gonna take long. You're gonna find something." Boom. It wasn't a golden egg. It was. Now, the car didn't match on the car we bought, okay? We pull out this red little car. She goes, "You know what this is? It's not golden egg." She goes, "No, this is what we're getting. A brand new car." And it was a wagon. It was a red wagon. We ended up getting 1989 wagon. And it would fit 5 people, and it had a huge storage bin in the back where it would hatch open. I was like, holy crap, this thing is huge. And we were running, "Where's it?" And everybody goes, "Where's the car? Let's go for a car ride." My mom and dad go, "About May." The dealership said May because it has to get shipped here. Where's it getting shipped from? "From California," she said. It's like, how did you pick a car from California? She goes, "We didn't. We drove a couple cars here, but they just didn't have red. So we know how the car drives. Why were you so?" We were asking her, "Why are you so picky?" We weren't going to be picky. You'll see when it comes why we wanted the red. The car ends up coming later, around May something. And as soon as we get here, my mom goes, "Look." She still had a red egg. She goes, "See how this red egg glows in the sun? Now look at the car. What is it doing?" It was a bright sunny day. It was perfect. And the egg color of the egg and the car literally shined almost the same identity color. Yeah, we know the car was metal and the plastic egg's plastic, so it's gonna show a difference. But the red was so bright when the sun hit it, it looked like the car was plastic. She goes, "This is why you needed to find that golden egg. You didn't find the golden egg because we needed a car. We want to show you the golden egg to see how bright we think you guys are and how much we respect you, and make sure that you guys have the best Easters, the best birthdays, best Christmas, best everything you can name up for a holiday. And we think you guys are our golden egg." There was never really a golden egg. It's everybody got together, everybody listened, and everybody wanted that golden egg because they knew that golden egg was going to help this family. And that's what you guys are. You're my golden egg. Here's our ultimate gift. And and we got that car. Everybody sat in my daddy's lap. We all drove it, even at like 5, 6 years old. Well, I would have been 8 because it was 89. My sister would have been like 6. My sister Lisa would have been 11. Michael would have been 13. And David would have been about 14 or 15 or 16, something like that. Yeah, it was cool. And even back in 89, where we lived, the cops were pretty mellow there too. And it's not like we could, well, I mean, my brothers probably can touch the gas pedal, and my older sister probably could too. But like me and Shannon, we would just stare at it. And it was fun. They would still, even if my brothers and sisters can touch the brakes and gas, no, it didn't work like that. You stir it, still scares me. You just stir it, stare it, not stir, stare, not stir. It was just a crazy blast. Now, yesterday, we had our first vending for the year. Well, we did a barter fair about a week and a half or 2 weeks before on a Saturday. But we had another vending thing at the Veterans Center, the 702 Veterans Center for our city. And for the, well, I think there's two. The Moose Lodge is another 702, but another study. Moose Lodge is probably the main one. And the one we were at was a very second one of the main one, was been around for quite a long time. And I believe there's one more Veterans Hall in Yelm, but I've never been to it. I think you literally have to be a hardcore member. It don't matter if you even know somebody, you just can't get in there. And they had a very special thing going on for the children. It was a helicopter drop. It dropped, I don't know how many plastic eggs with candy in it. And I believe, you know, they have some nickels and dimes in it too. Now, only why they drop these eggs and they put candy in it, so they make sure the eggs do drop. And it has a little piece of tape, but the tape's easy to get off because it's still rolled to the side. A little piece of paper so the kids can still get in the eggs fast. All the little pieces of paper and tape is to hold the egg when it does fall, and it doesn't just crack open. Because it is falling from 40, 50 feet in the air from the helicopter. And some guy dresses up as a big old rabbit. Big old Easter bunny rabbit. But I'm going to tell you a couple of flaws about what they did wrong. You know, you got children out here from ages from 9 months to 9 years old, what still believe in all these mythical creatures, mythical spirits we talk about, like the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, the Fairy God Fairy, all them guys, and Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus, the Snowman, the Iceman. Everybody, the children still believe in that when we talk about them. So you can't have an Easter Bunny handing out pieces of candy, somebody dressed up, and then have a big old Easter Bunny up in the sky. Well, the children think there's only one Easter Bunny. And some kids were looking up in the sky at the helicopter and goes, "That's a fake Easter Bunny." Even at 1 year old, 2 years old. The real one's on the ground. I was like, I think that was one of the biggest mistakes they did, is having two people dressed up as an Easter Bunny. you know, handing out candy. No, it was a gift that they can do that. All the donations, people donating the plastic eggs, people donating the gas, people donating the helicopter, people donating the helicopter, and then somebody donating to fly the helicopter. You know, where the pilot license are. I guess the guy had about 12 or 13 years in the Army flying a helicopter, and out of the 12 to 13 years, 11 years, he was flying a helicopter. In the first year of being in the Army, he was going to school for the helicopter. And once he learned how to fly it, got out of school, and that was his job for fire and rescue. So that was pretty cool. Now, the helicopter, I'm not exactly where they got that at. But the guy ended up retiring when he was about 55 years old. He started flying when he was 18 or 19 years old. But he, off and on, for the last 7 years, they've been doing the helicopter drop. But since COVID hit, everybody forgot about it. So for about 4 years or 5 years, no special miracles happened. Now, it was fairly hard to do an Easter egg hunt during COVID because you couldn't have a lot of people. But they still did, you know, they still hand out baskets with Easter eggs and candy inside of it, and maybe like a stuffed animal, where at different times, you know, people would come in one by one with their masks and gloves on, and they still get their candy. But it was different than getting candy during COVID when they did these. Yes, you still got candy, but the kids ended up getting masks, hand gloves, and hand sanitizer the last 3 years, and this year is when they brought back the helicopter after 4 or 5 years. I knew about it the year before, the year of COVID. They had it, then they did lockdown on us. So a lot of people, see, in Yelm, I don't think we had our first case to the second year. And it's just everybody ended up getting, I'm not saying everybody, but I know a pretty good handful of people. So if you're holding pennies in your hand, it'd be a nice handful of pennies if we considered us pennies. I knew at least 50 people, from customers from the Dollar Tree, from customers from Walmart and other stores, that caught COVID at least twice. And that's no laughing matter. Some people get really, really, really lucky where, you know, cough syrup, cough drops, and the inhaler, and a lot of honey and tea will can save your lives. Not having to go to the doctors. Well, going to the doctors, you know, making sure it's all just a basic hardcore flu and symptoms of COVID. But I've always, every time I got sick, I tested positive for COVID. And I would call my doctor. And I'm like, okay, let's be safe here. You don't have to come into the doctor's office. We'll test you in a white tent. And, you know, they check your vitals and they make you do a breathing treatment for 5 or 6 minutes. And so you all know that the breathing treatment you take, you end up taking that tube home. So they know it's fresh. When they come up to you, they cut it open, they grab out the unit, not the machine, but it's not the machine itself. And, well, first, they test you to see if you got COVID, and if you do, there's some kind of medicine they give you for the breathing treatment. It does supposed to clean out your nostrils because my locals. When I get home, man, I had to blow my nose for 5 minutes. And even then, when I got to the doctor's office, my local doctors, I had no taste buds. My throat was super dry. Even having water with me with a honey drop, because I had a cough drop with honey in it. and whatever kind of medicine they put in them honey drops. That was inside my water, because I asked you if I could bring water because my throat was dry. Like, yeah, and they told me if you got a cough drop, put a cough drop in it. So I had a honey drop. Well, it had sore throat and coughing, and it was cough drop, you know. But it had other symptoms like menthol. So close your nose. So it did a couple little things. It did sinuses, coughing, and sore throat. So I put it in water, let it sit for a couple minutes before, you know, I take a sip. So it gets, plus you get the honey flavor. So I go in there. I can't barely smell nothing. My throat hurts. It hurts to swallow. I did this breathing treatment. Took my vials. Took the test first. Oh yeah. And it said 5 or 6 minutes. No, it was like more like 5 to 6 seconds. I said, yes, you got COVID. It's like, oh, suck. You know, I was like, that's silly. And I go, besides, she asked me if I had headaches. I go, that's the problem. I feel like $1 million. She says, I can't breathe. My throat hurts. I'm coughing like a mother jammer. And I went home with an inhaler. I got another prescription after that. Went home with an inhaler and some white medication pills and some other medication I take. Besides that, has nothing to do with anything. Just high cholesterol pills and a sleeping pill. Besides that, you know, they renewed that, and they renewed it up for my high cholesterol pill. They ended up giving me like 120 of them. My sleeping pills, they gave me over 120 of them, and 120 pills to, you know, slow down COVID. So I didn't have to go see them, and I didn't have to leave the house. And they made sure if I did leave the house, I had plenty, I mean plenty, 3M masks. Tested it, passed, and I had like 60 of them. And they gave me a box of medium or large, I can't remember what they were. They gave me some gloves to take home, and I think it was like 5 or 6 hand sanitizer squeeze bottles. So that was pretty cool. And that was the first time I had COVID. The second time, they just sent me all this stuff. They said if you had the same vial, same problem, same everything, they just sent me the medicine. They just told me to take it for 150 days. Now some people only had it between 3 to 15 days. Some of the reason I always feel like caca, and almost 3 months. So, and you guys wouldn't even know I was sick because of my asthma. Because if I didn't feel like the record, I just never record. That was another time I would just play the video game and just play. There'd be times I would have a cough attack and I'd just be riding with somebody in their vehicle. That's why there was always times I'd be riding with somebody and maybe driving, and I'd just be the shooter because there'd be times I have a cough attack and I would have to let go of everything and just be coughing in a towel. And I'd hurry up and get rid of that towel, literally, and just like, time to go bleach that towel, kill them germs really quick. Okay, I know my name's Jeremy. Come on. But man, that is no joke. COVID sucks. So don't. It's still around today, guys. All because you don't hear a lot of people gain COVID. Trust me, it's still out there. All because they're allowing us to have hundreds and hundreds of people in the grocery stores. I would still not just go up to a random person and give them a hug or shake their hands. Better yet, don't even catch them on the forehead or the cheek, because people still do that today. Don't know why, but they do it. Like yesterday, when I was there to record some stuff, and you guys seen some of the clips, kids wanted to come up to me and give me hugs. Like, haven't seen you in a long time. You're good 5 feet away, but no touchy grabby, because I don't want you to get me sick or me to get you sick. So us being hanging around, whatever, you know. And the parents agreed with me. Mama, you won't give me a hug. No. If he don't want to give you a hug or shake your hand, he don't have to. I know it seems mean, but he's being safe. Remember what's going on. I know, but I want to give him a hug. Maybe not today. If there wasn't a lot of people here, then maybe. You know, I told him, maybe down the road, maybe when we see him at Walmart or Dollar Tree, I'll give the little guy a hug. You know, I love it. I'm just a basic person. You know, my wife works at the Dollar Tree, and I like to talk to the little kids, ask them how they're doing. Then they end up falling in love with me. Or when I used to walk Snoopy, and the kids asked me if they could pet the dogs. Yeah, pet the dog. Just pet him. Don't pet him on his head. Just pet him on his back, and I'll hold his head, just in case. But Snoopy never really did anything, but, you know, didn't want to take the chances. And I said, the only danger you're in right now is him farting. And they would giggle. It was beautiful. And I did that all the way up till I got Scooby. Then, now, you know, Scooby just don't walk the track because he's a pit bull. And then, I'm not going to deal with somebody if somebody has an upset day or they want to be a drama queen or drama king. I just don't need that. Yes, all my dogs are registered through the veterinarian with their rabies shots, so they're registered. And the state knows that there was a pit bull there because the dog's been to the vet. And you know what the vet does? They send it in and say, hey, yeah, there's a pit bull came in to get his puppy shots and his rabies shots and his parvo shots. Just letting you guys know. You know they do that. You can't tell me they don't. Plus, I had to get the voucher anyways for him to get fixed. And usually they want to see what the dog looks like. And I took him into the main study, the photo. I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful dog. You for sure that's a pet? Like, that's what they say. Well, it looks like it has a little bit of lab in him, but it might have a little bit of pit in him too, but he's not a he's not a full pet. I go, I know he don't act like one. Yeah, he's so darn hyper. He barely barks, and he barely growls. And even if he does growl, you really got to get him mad to growl. And the barking, that's very hard to get him to bark. It's just, trust me, you don't want him to bark. It hurts your ears. It's loud. It's a high pitch. Whew. And the same thing with Sasha. She has a high pitch bark too. And she's a bulldog. And she's got her first shot. She has to go in a few days for her second shots. And whew, there's your cough attack. I gotta go. Excuse me. But it was crazy. But you gotta be really careful with people. Some bulldogs, people don't like bulldogs. Some people don't like pit bulls. Some people don't like Rottweilers. Some people don't even like German Shepherds or Huskies. So you gotta be really careful about who you put your dogs around, because they sound very nice, and then another minute they turn around, backstab you, and report you. It don't matter if it's German Shepherd, black lab, yellow lab, white lab, whatever labs, whatever pit bulls, Huskies, German Shepherds, pit bulls, bulldogs, whatever. Don't matter if they're mixed breeds. they wanna stab you, they'll stab you. But same thing with chickens and ducks. They don't like the quacking and the roosting. I'll call the cops on you. The cops ain't gonna do nothing. They're just gonna laugh. But they'll still come up to your house, and it's very, very embarrassing. And that sucks. But I hope all you guys have the best Easter. Get what you can do with your family members and your brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, aunts, grandmas and grandpas, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, all them. Hope you guys have the bestest time in the world. The bestest time you ever think of. Ultimate gifts. I hope the guys get an ultimate gift, like a brand new TV, brand new car, brand new furniture, brand new washing dryer, brand new beds, brand new video games, brand new washing dryer, brand new fridge, brand new stove. Now, it seems pretty silly for gifts. But trust me, that washer, that dryer will have you clean clothes. That refrigerator will keep your food cold, or your beverages cold. That stove will cook your food. So they're not silly beverages. That washer and that dryer, that washer will keep your clothes washed, and that dryer will keep your clothes dry. And that car will get you places in life. To work, to school, to all your parties, all your celebrations like wrestling and concerts. So trust me, getting an ultimate gift for the family isn't funny. It is fun. Trust me, I wouldn't mind getting a refrigerator for an ultimate gift. I wouldn't mind a stove as an ultimate gift. Better yet, a poor car to get fixed. That'd be a nice ultimate gift. Somebody come over and donate their time. I'll get the parts, and they don't donate their time. Fix my rig. Tell me what's wrong with it, I'll get the parts. You wanna help me? Trust me, I'll shoot out your word. I'll make sure everybody knows that you're a good mechanic. That you help me, and I can help you with getting new jobs. There's another story I could tell you guys about, but the video's getting too long. It's over 32 minutes long. But I'm gonna let you guys go.